You guys put that plate there for her?
Yeah.
Oh, baby girl, look at her ribs. Look how she just sits there, so cold. Ay, mamita girl. You're just standing there, papito. Somebody leaves you here. What happened? Hi, you a mama. Look at your nipples. Oh, sweet girl. How long has she been here? Sweet girl. How long has she been here? Good girl. You like those? Good girl. Here, look, Mom. You like the toy. Look at those. You want more treats? Here, look, I got the treats. You guys were just walking by and saw her here? You're just standing there, papito. Somebody leaves you here. What happened? Hi, you a mama. Look at your nipples. You guys put that plate there for her? Baby girl, look at her ribs. Look how she just sits there, so cold. Ay, mamita girl. You guys put that plate there for her? Baby girl, look at her ribs. Look how she just sits there, so cold. Ay, mamita girl. Good girl. You like those? Good girl. Here, look, Mom. You like the toy. Look at those. You want more treats? Here, look, I got the treats. Oh, that's a good girl. He's a good girl, Mama. I got more. You want me to get more? Here you go. Okay, here, look, I got these. Look, I got more. It's okay. Here. Some more. Good girl. It's okay. Come on, we're gonna go this way. It's okay. I got more. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Come on, sweet girl. These are the two young kids that cared about her. They're like, can we say goodbye? And I wrote on the window, she's kissing their hand. They're saying goodbye to you. They saved you. They saved you because they cared. Hi, pretty girl. Today's probably the best day of your life, right?